Hi friends, welcome to Tech Study and Azure Datafactory series. So today we are going to discuss about auto create sync table using copy activity in ADF pipeline. It will create the tables dynamically. In Azure Datafactory, create future auto create option should create the destination table automatically. We have one option to check in to create the table automatically. We will check the step by step how it will create in while creating the pipeline. So auto create table option in ADF copy activity is the T1 with the auto create table option. Selected the sync settings, expect dataset to be defined as a successful linked service connection to the server, and auto creating table name should provided in the dataset settings, respectively if it is already exist or not. So these things we are going to do in dataset level. We will give the table name dynamically. We will create parameter and we will assign it to the dataset. We will check it in while creating the pipeline. For auto table creation, enabled copy operation. When the copy operation executes, it will check the target server if the table already exists with the name provided in the dataset settings. If that doesn't exist, it will auto create a table with the name provided in dataset. That is the reason if it is required to specify the desired table name in a dataset. And in case if table already exists, then it will just insert the records into the table. It won't bother about duplicates. It will insert the data into the table. That we are going to recheck and verify. How we are going to achieve this? So how we need to truncate the table before loading to the table. So those details we will check while creating the pipeline. Let's go ahead and create the pipeline. So here we have 5 files. These 5 files, it will create the table name with 5 tables in the Azure SQL Server. Okay, let's create a pipeline. Let's give the generic name pl underscore auto create table in sync. So for this, we are going to use 3 activities. One is get metadata activity, another one is for each loop, and inside for each loop we are going to use copy activity. Okay, let me use copy metadata activity. Settings. So we have already auto create table. Let's check this. Open. So here, whatever our storage account we have pointed out here. Let's browse and see. Here is source, and these are the 5 files we have. Okay. So if you will debug, okay, here settings. Let's give the child items and debug. It will show the what are the files we have in blob storage ADLS Gen 2. Okay, let me show you the file names. See, child items, what are the files we have, it will get it here. So our get meta activity is configured. So next, for each loop, here settings, we need to pause our get metadata child items, this one. Okay, so go to the inside for each loop. This what it will do, here we are assigning the child items. It will pass the one by one child items to the for each loop. Okay, source is create new source. Linker service, we will use same one. Click OK. So open the data set. Here we required file name. File name should get dynamically through auto create table in the pipeline level. Let's create file name. Okay, we have created. Here we will pass the file name for each loop item dot name. It will give the file name through for each loop. So file name is did automatically. Okay. Now Azure SQL sync. Let me open this. So here, as I said, let's create new thing. New Azure SQL. Click continue. DS. Auto create. Let's give generic names. This is the server we are going to use. Click OK. Here, open this one. Let's give the parameters table name. We require a table name. It should pass dynamically. So table name we will pass it to from child item dot name. So whatever we have the files here, same name it will pass to the table name. Click OK. So there is the most option, write behavior. It auto create table option will work for insert and upset, not for the store procedure. Okay, if you will see here, you can see it automatically creates the table if none exist it in source schema, which is not supported when store procedure is used as a write behavior, right? It will support only for insert and upset. So up to here we are good, right? So let me review one by one what we did here. First step, we are getting the metadata. Once we are get the metadata, then we have assigned it to the child items. In here you need to, don't forget, make sure you will add the child items in arguments. Okay, just field is click new, you can add a child items. If you click, you can see other options too. Exists, item name, item type, last modified. So our last modified is how to get latest file. In that case we will use for last modified and dynamic content. For now we required this one only, child items. Let's delete that. So once that is configured, here we are passing the child method activity. Here this one, output dot child items, that we will pass here. Okay. Here also it will show all the whatever outputs we have. Okay, so once that is done, then we need to configure as a copy activity for source. So for source we required the file name, right? We are not passing the file name here, right? So how we will get? We have created one file name parameter. That file name will show under pipeline level copy activity. The item dot name is when whatever the child, here we will get it in um, lookup. So this for each loop. In the for each loop, what are the item name we will get, that it pass it will here. So that table will create. So now, so table name will create as it is. What are the file name we have? Sales underscore data dot csv. Same as it is, it will create the tables. Let's check that. Once we have created the tables, then I will show you how to replace the underscore under dot csv. Okay, let's go ahead and validate. Source is a folder. Wildcard file name is required. Copy data activity this table is required. Item name we have given sync enter manually. Let's give dbo table name. Here dataset dot table name we will give. This is the first step I have explained. Let's validate. So now that is error gone. So now file path dataset auto create table file name is required in the copy data source one. The file name will create. Perfect. Let's create validate. See, now it's clear. Let me debug. See, 1 2 3 4 5 times it will execute and it will create a table. Item count is 5 tables it will create. How the table name is sales underscore data dot csv, sales underscore data 1 csv, sales underscore data 2 dot csv, sales underscore dot data 4 dot csv. Same names it will create the tables. Let's check that. Oh, it's right. Perfect. What is the issue? Cannot locate the csv file. Let's check the source. Okay, here let's browse the source. Here we haven't passed the container name, right? Now debug. So it will be helpful while developing. If you will face errors, it will be helpful to you. You can learn multiple things. If you got same error, it will be helpful to you. How to solve the errors. So item count is 5. Yeah, see, succeeded. Let's create the tables. So refresh. See, all are completed. So rows written 4. You can check. See, as I said, it's created sales underscore data dot csv. What we don't want this type of things, right? So let's do that. Table name. Okay. We want to replace sync level table name. Here we need to replace, right? Replace. What is that? We need to replace with underscore with a space. Then replace with dot csv comma space. Replace. Sing, let me replace comma dot csv. We need to replace with space. Okay, it will replace the underscore at the same time star dot csv with the space. So if you will see here, it will replace underscore with space. It will combine the data sales underscore. It will replace the space and underscore. Then it will replace with star dot csv as a space, right? Okay, let's done. Click OK. We are done. We have replaced underscore and that star dot csv. Next, click OK. Let's click debug and check how many tables it will create. 5 tables it will create with out underscore and star dot csv. So next thing, we will insert the data again. We will run the pipeline again. Okay, we will check the data, how many rows we have. So as I said, if we will run it again, it will check the table exists. If it is exist, it will automatically append the rows into the table. Means it's duplicated the data, right? Let me do the refresh. See, it's a beauty, right? Without underscore, we have the data, and without .csv. This is the difference we have. That is the reason I have kept it for you, right? Let's query the data. How much data we have in this table? Sales data 1. See, 14 rows. 14 rows. See, 14 rows. So if it is a production environment, always use with no log, right? So some other resources are hitting on the same table, it will create their deadlocks or blockings. It will create, right? Always use with no log. It will be helpful. If you are querying the query data and something in production, please use with no log. So we have 14 rows. Let me execute again. What it will happen? It will just append the data 14 to 18. It won't bother about is it a duplicate or whatever, right? In that case, we need to add a truncate statement, right? That we will see now. Perfect. What is the count? See, 14, 14, 28. Now we don't want to add duplicates. We need to add a truncate statement. Let me go ahead and add that. Copy activity, sync. See, here pre-copy script is there, right? Specify a script of for copy activity to execute before writing data into the sync table in each run. You can use this property to clean up and preload the data. It will truncate the data. Truncate table. What are the table name we required, right? This is the one we need to pass. From here we are getting the truncate table name we need to give. So here we need to give flower brackets and close it. That's it. So why? Because we are passing the same table name to create. That is the reason we have passed the same. Only the thing is difference is we need to give the braces, flower braces. Click OK. Now execute. Debug. It's in progress. Succeeded. Perfect. Completed. So let's query the data. See, only 14 rows we have. This is the beauty about pre-script. What is that option? I will show you. So auto create table. This is the one, and we have added a pre-copy script to truncate the table. If we will use dynamically, then only our table name will pass. If we will use only copy activity to create auto create table, it won't work. Try it yourself and let me know. Okay. So this is the changes we are done. We have already configured the GitHub. Let me publish. It will save the changes in our GitHub repository. Publish is done. Now it's publishing the new changes. See, we have created new pipeline, new datasets. Click OK. It will publish the changes. Okay. Now it's generating the ARM templates. So perfect. So this is how we can create auto create tables in our Azure SQL. So if you will like this, please watch my future sessions, the previous sessions, and the future sessions as well. So thanks for watching, whoever watching my videos. Thank you so much. But most of them are watching but not subscribing my channel. Please subscribe to my channel to get new notifications, and do comment and like, share, so better reach of other peoples. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye.